Hi, I'm Anne,
Hi, I'm Mac.
and we're going to explain our CS10 final project to you.
Okay, so our project is called 20 Questions. It's based off the online game called Akinator, and the whole idea is you think of a person or a place, and the program would ask you yes or no questions, and you would have to answer these questions that's related to your person. And at the end, within 20 questions, um, the program will try to guess who you're thinking of. So for the purposes of this demonstration, let's do LeBron James since we're in person. And obviously LeBron James is male, so we answer yes to that question. The way this works is for each person, we have a string of code for them, and it would read something like 1Y, 2N, 3Y, and onwards, where 1 is the question and Y is or N is the answer to that question. So for each person, that's what the string of code would look like, and through each question, um, the code would eliminate based on the answers you give. So for example, if the answer to your first question is yes, then it would eliminate everyone in the list who started with 1. LeBron James is not linked with music. LeBron James plays basketball, so he is linked with sports. LeBron James is not linked with politics. LeBron James is going to be married, but is not married yet. He does not host a TV show. And he does have black hair. He's not older than 40. And he is American. So, yeah, basically what our program did was it did guess LeBron James in the first try. And so we say yes to that question. And yeah, that was basically it. In the case where you think of a person that's not on the list, so for the person list, we have a database that's around 100 entries long, which is based off the time 100 in the past few years. So if you think of a person who's not on that hand-picked list that we compiled, then what would happen is you would enter that person's name. The dog would prompt you to enter that person's name, and then it would show you a list of people that it has narrowed down to with the data we already have, and then it will prompt you to type in a question that differentiates the person you're thinking of that is currently not on the list from the people it has narrowed it down to. So now we're going to play another game with the places.
So places basically works the same way as people does, but again, because we're working with such a small database, we decided to limit places to just countries, because places could be like a city or a region or a monument, and realistically we had to narrow it down a little bit. So to demonstrate, we're going to use Japan as a country, and that is in the Northern Hemisphere. So Japan is not in the Western Hemisphere. And basically, similar to people, what the program is doing right now is we have a list of all of the countries in the world, which is, I think, 232. Japan is not in Europe. Japan is also not in Africa. So Japan is in Asia, so we'll answer yes to that question. So Japan's not in the west of Asia. And this is asking if J is in the first half of the alphabet, which it is. That obviously has nothing to do with like physical geography, but it helps narrow it down. Here, Japan is also bigger than Ireland. So as you can see, the first guess is China, which is close to Japan, but not actually what we're thinking of. And here on the second question, it asks, is it Japan? So that's exactly what we were thinking of. And it guessed it in only 10 questions, so it had 10 remaining. So anyway, that's our final project. Thank you for watching.